So it's been absolutely forever since I've recorded myself for this channel. Months. And the only explanation I can give anyone, including myself, is depression. Kind of. I also don't know if I've been hyped about anything. Anything. But then a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms came along. And I should mention, I have read half of it a long time ago. I didn't finish it. And Stoic, the Daily Stoic, said recently, not to me, but on his channel, or maybe it wasn't recent, maybe it was an old video that I just recently discovered, that if a book isn't doing it for you, feel free to abandon it. I did enjoy the story. For those who haven't read it, if you've read half of it, you've read past the Trial of the Seven. So I was aware of what was going to happen in episode 5, more or less. It's not a direct adaptation, this show. It's much more cinematic than the novella. Much more cinematic. Tonally, this series is such a surprise. I suppose you could infer that it has a comedic tone when you read, definitely. But the way that this series has balanced tone has been masterful. I've laughed. And then in this episode, I found myself very emotional. I woke up after a horrific dream Monday morning, Sunday night into Monday morning, and I decided to watch this episode at 2 a.m. And I was lying in bed, but when What's-Her-Face's throat gets sliced, I sat up. I also found this episode to be very motivating. It's probably one of the best episodes of television I've seen this year meaning 2026. Yeah, this show is beautifully cast, from dunk to egg, beautifully written, and each episode I find to be very potent. I know people probably have argued or criticized it for having only 30-ish minute runtimes per episode, but I've really enjoyed this show. I would compare it to Andor, not in its tone or what it means to accomplish, but in its relationship to its respective IP. I think this show is to Game of Thrones kind of what Andor is to Star Wars. It's refreshing. And the flagship series isn't necessarily required viewing. I think this is exactly what the GOT universe needed, this show. House of the Dragon was strong in its first season. Sure, I did enjoy its first season quite a bit. Season 2 fell off hard. It lacked momentum and purpose. Because this show just follows a hedge knight with seemingly no purpose, it makes it more relatable. And the fact that it's grounded allows for it to negate a sense of stakes. Like everything has to tie to the big picture, or the Song of Ice and Fire, or the Skywalker saga. We don't need that here. And I guess that's all I really have to say before we get into this. I am rewatching this episode 5, of course. Like I just mentioned, I'd already seen this episode, but I enjoyed it so much. It made me feel like I wanted to cover this series on the channel. So I will be rewatching episode 5, but episode 6 will be a legitimate reaction. To anyone who's watching this that hasn't seen me in a while, this is the latest thing. This is what I look like now in 2026. So hi. I hope things are going well for you. I hope if you've made New Year's resolutions, you've stuck to them. You didn't just show up to the gym for the first week. I hope you're being kind to people. I hope you're having fun. Reaction channel. Let's ride the coattails of other people's art. I should say that it's evident to me that this series just has a lot of heart, and that's what wins me over every time. I don't know if I can ever necessarily articulate how you know, but you just know when a book or a show or a movie has heart. It's just something you feel. Wiser and more analytical people than me can probably articulate that better. Also, Lionel Baratheon, what a lovely character. And Baelar's story is so tragic. There they all are.
Do not panic. Remain in formation.
Raymond has... I forget the guy's name with the big dick from Game of Thrones now, but he has same vibes as that guy.
I will handle the King's Guard.
Is that honorable, your grace?
It's not one of them that kills them.
Mother loved you best, huh? Shame. No man fights so fierce as one neglected by his mother.
You know, I love that, because it's true. I'm so pissed off all the time.
Be vigilant. Don't die.
Sir.
My lance, squire.
And the chemistry between these two. I was telling someone the other day, this actor who plays Egg, I worry about them. You ever worry about child actors acting in like very mature shows or movies? Like, they shouldn't be subjected to all this crap.
You best be here when I get back.
Oh, I love this interaction.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
He's the star of the show, honestly. This kid who plays Egg is a scene stealer. The Dunk's great too. Peter Caffery. I don't know their names in real life, but you guys do. Terrified, A Night of the Seven. I love also how they chose to skip the whole Game of Thrones titled card credits. It's not about the larger world, it's about these characters.
May death sustain life.
I also love how it's just grit that really gets Dunk through this. It's not, because he's completely outclassed, really. And I don't mean that in terms of character integrity. I mean his experience in a situation like this, in battle. It's just brawn that gets him through, really. This was so well filmed. I love this shot of him right now. It just doesn't even go right away. And Egg trained the horse. Right? He's stunned right away. Arian like he just got back from the Gap, decked out. He's just in the mud. Just because I mentioned Andor before, as he falls in the mud, it just made me think of that scene where Cassian's dad says, or his adoptive father says, something along the lines of, people don't often look where they should. They don't look past the rust or the mud, at the people in the mud.
People don't look down the way they should. They don't look down, they don't look past the rust. Not us, though, eh?
That scene from season 1, I thought was almost like a mission statement for the series. And maybe even this one, you know? This is such a wild scene. I really love how we can see King's Landing in the distance. You know, and it's out of focus too. Because there's this contrast between what the people are experiencing down here and how that doesn't even really matter, right? The kingdom, what matters is the night and these people.
Don't! If we can get him off the hill, might someone pay us for his ransom?
Give this ginger an Emmy. No way you're moving that beast of a horse.
Fuck.
I guess it's worth mentioning how this whole flashback sequence isn't in the book. We don't get this bit of backstory for Dunk.
Oh, why? So they don't end up in no hell with the rest of us.
I love that. Not that they could go to hell, but that she believes that it's only the highborns who are meant for a comfortable afterlife. You're damned based upon your social class.
He was crying for his mother.
Yeah, what's she gonna do? Left the fucking horse off his legs.
I wonder if we're meant to think about how Lionel said, no man fights harder than the one that's been neglected by his mother, and then this guy crying for his mom. Like, you know, the medic in Saving Private Ryan.
The war's over.
Nothing's over. Don't you remember when Puddin killed Cedric's little brother?
That was an accident.
Only for Cedric to come back a year later and near burned on half a flea bottom trying to kill Puddin. No one forgets shit. You hurt someone, they hurt you back. But flea bottom is full upon people hurting. It's tender wind to catch.
And she's not wrong. She foreshadows her death in this, and she foreshadows Tall Dunk's current situation. Even though they're not, he's not in Flea Bottom anymore. Look at this. And then we cut to the pain, the hurt inflicted upon these people by their rulers, though.
What's in the bag?
Rat.
Oh.
God damn it, Dunk. And he can hear the ka-ching. Was that Arlen of Pennytree just then? I don't know. I didn't notice. It could have been.
You shouldn't have done that. You know what Alistair's like.
Aye, and the evil bastard was about to steal our shit, so I stole his.
That's her philosophy, though, right? Basically. You know, her philosophy is her downfall, though, obviously, right? And Dunk's more softened demeanor is what gets him out of here. His heart is what gets him out of here.
Damon's rebellion is over. Take your black fire leather elsewhere.
After he said that, I looked up Damon's Rebellion on Wiki just because I forgot about it.
We'll be sailing off into all kinds of adventures. Don't you want that?
What if the free cities are no better than here? What if it's all shit? Every place. What if this is the best there is?
Is the opposite of the grass is always greener sentiment. He's just afraid of change. He's just afraid of the larger world.
What if my mother comes back for me?
But then there's this also.
I'm not stupid. I know she's dead. But
Oh, and also I just thought about this when Lido says no man fights harder than one that got clipped by his mother. Dunk fights hard.
You want a family? Go out there, get a family.
It's not what they say, Rafe. They say it comes to you when you're not looking.
I just want to be with you.
'Cause you love me.
She says that with such a just dead eyes, but she loves him too.
Well, I love you too, don't I? So you best be coming with me. This city is too small for us, Dunk. Let's show her our ass.
It's a beautiful scene, right? I'll talk about it later.
Don't get a move on.
He pets the goat. It's such a lovely character flourish, you know?
2 fares to the free cities.
And it's more now.
Price is double. You're not the only ones who mean to get the fuck out of here.
Rafe!
Fuck!
But you know the contrast between these two characters, Rafe and Dunk?
You've got plenty of time to wait around for your dead mother.
It's sort of is indicative of what I was talking about the show having heart, because she dies as a result of her being like hurt people, embracing the idea that hurt people, and he's more optimistic and sentimental. He's kind, and he survives.
I used to have quick hands.
Think about what I just said in regards to the trial of the Seven and how he was her name Tanel? He saved her.
Give it back!
Holding out on us.
That's ours.
Little gutter rats don't have silver.
Some fuck gave me a Canadian quarter the other day.
Stealing from dead nobles is still stealing.
What's stealing from us?
It bamboozled me.
That's life.
It was like a gas station gave it to me as change. That's life, though.
Come on. Let's go.
Go on. Rafe.
She just refuses to let it go, you know. Just realized that dude doesn't have a hand. She's always got to get her get back, and that's what gets her.
No!
Like I said, I sat up in my bed when I was watching this, like, oh no. And then I love, not that I love what's happening here, you know, but, and this is when he fights, out of love. And he fights hard.
Stick him!
And then I love, though, how Arlen of Pennytree just comes out here just fucking blitzed. I love it. I love how this is how they meet. I love that this is how they meet. And the fact that he's hammered right now and he fights hard and better than these fucks. This is a great fight scene. Chops his fucking head off. This is how you fight when you booze, though. Sometimes. And then we go back and forth between them and the pigs. As she dies. Because they're just in the muck. They're just in the mud, right? I feel like the wound that this dude just received might parallel the wound that Dunk gives Aryan later. I'm overthinking that. He just moves on. It really contextualizes the admiration he has for Sir Arlen of Pennytree. Yeah, he apologizes like it's his fault. Like he let her down. But he's such a human character too because he needs other people, right? He loses her. And then he latches on to the dude who just saved him. People need people. I was gonna say that in the book, it sort of feels like Arlen was a fuck up and Dunk is just hyping his reputation and hyping his memory in order to get where he wants to go as a knight. But in this, Arlen's is kind of a great knight, even though he's with a huge dick, but he's also a drunk. I don't know what we're supposed to make of the wound on his leg. Well, it's because he'll pass out later. He's already enamored with whatever Arlen is. He's like, I want to be like this guy. What episodes ago he just goes, he wasn't like other men. Then Arlen walks out, just dick swinging. Just geeking. This is one of those episodes that doesn't really have as much levity as the other ones. This is like almost a purely dramatic episode. There's no shitting or anything. What a way to set the stage or the tone with this series. Just, you think you're gonna get that classic Game of Thrones intro credits, and then it just cuts to him shitting in behind a tree, fully pinching a loaf, spraying a loaf. And I don't really know why he's screaming in Dothraki though. Maybe that's just what he does when he's drunk. He's always had an affinity for the culture. There's also something about this show that really feels like comfort food. It's a warm blanket in a way that Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon isn't. Lace on his knife.
Oh, you old fool.
I really do sort of find it hard to believe he hasn't seen him until now, but I guess he's been drunk the whole time. Not really. He's not drunk in the mornings. Maybe he's probably noticed the kid. Maybe not. He's probably noticed the kid.
Get up.
I fucking love that. You know, I love when we do these things, when we do that. He's down and we get all this backstory that we almost forget what he's going through in present day. But we find out so much about who he is and why in this moment he will get up. Get up. I fucking love that. God, I fucking love that. Baylor just fucking... And that's what it is. He's like Rocky in this moment. Rocky wasn't the best fighter. He just kept getting up. He just kept coming. Dunk's huge, though, also. It's just a street fight. That's why I actually love this fight, is it's not beautiful in the way that some of Jon Snow's fights were. It's just rough and raw. And they're in the mud. He just gets hit by the horse. I love it. I love it. Wins over this lady. Just a beast the roof as he swings the sword. Fuck. It is kind of like Rocky 1 because he gets the same eye injury-ish. Cut me, Mick. Cut me. Fucking right in the sack. Jesus. Dunks.
Get up!
And he's saying get up now. Now Egg's saying get up. Just like Arlen. No fucking way. Oh, I just realized that this episode's called For the Mother. Idiot. And I've been talking about all the allusions to our relationships with our mothers and Dunks with his. And it's serendipitous that I mentioned the Rocky franchise because there's in the first Creed movie, spoiler alert, Adonis is essentially knocked out like this and then gets up for a similar reason. Because of who he is, what he wants to prove, what he's fighting for.
He's dead!
Get up, sir! Get up! Get up, sir Duncan! Get up, sir! Get up!
Get up.
Let's fucking go! Dude, it's so motivating. Get up! It's so badass. I love shit like this. It's just about the human spirit, will. That's what being a knight's about, right? Not just in the medieval sense or in the fantasy stories that we love, but it's also, you know, being a knight's about being a man, being, well... Don't throw Brianna Tarth at me, you know what I mean. Epic. And he won over the crowd now. Just like Rocky won over Russia that one time. The commies. I also like how it chooses to drown out the crowd now. Because there's nothing glamorous really about this, or... And he's just in a haze, an angry, ruthless haze. Not ruthless, I suppose. He does accept the deal.
I'm into a right accusation.
Yeah. What a bitch. I mean, they ended up fighting one-on-one anyway, more or less, and he just caused all this harm to the other people he involved. Arian.
Steady now. I'll have to cut that mail off you.
Like, Dunk's a fucking legend.
One moment I feel drunk, the next like I'm dying.
Boiling oil on it. That's how the messes do it.
Wine, not oil. I'll send Mr. Yormwell to have a look at him when he's done tending to my brother.
And it's so tragic because, like, you think that
I am your man.
Dunk's gonna be a knight. Well, he is a knight, but he's gonna be his man. He's gonna be.
I need good men, Sir Duncan.
Gonna be Baelor's man. And think about what Baelor could have done for the realm if he wouldn't have died here. That could have changed the course of history, changed the course of the flagship series. But he was helping the people here. Baelor was doing something for the people here, in a way, you know, what was right.
I just feel like wood.
Goodman pay. And
Can't imagine. I would like to know the thoughts of people who didn't know this was coming. I can't imagine the reaction of. I should watch reactions of people who didn't know Baelor was going to die here. He's proud of his brother. Just puts his eyebrow up like, fuck.
No, Your Grace. Your Grace, get up, sir. Get up, sir. No. No.
He's holding him the same way he held Rafe, like it's his fault. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Puts it all on himself.
Get up.
He's telling him to get up now, but he won't. This was such a tight and well-written episode. Wow. Wow. Shout out Owen Harris. Written by Huria missed the name. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I get that people want these episodes to be longer, but that was such a potent episode. In only 37 minutes, that was such a well-written episode. In every aspect, so many things came back around, literally and thematically and figuratively. So well done. I think there's a line after this, after the events of this, the Trial of the Seven in the book, where Dunk says, how could, you know, the heir to the Iron Throne or a prince like Baelor, his life be forfeit for mere hedge knight? All right, well, I'm supposed to be at work in 15 minutes, and I have a 15-minute drive, so that's going to be it for now. I'll see you guys either in the next one or soon. Until then, big love to everyone who's bored enough to join me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drive me off this platform if you must. Otherwise, like, subscribe, dislike for cathartic reasons. Drink water, stay young, and remember, don't be an idiot. Be a buffoon. Peace.